Why would you want suspension on your e-bike? Stick around. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry. And today we're gonna answer the question, why would you want suspension on your e-bike? Now, before I get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at Sixthreezero. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. Right here, I've got the simple step through 500 watt e-bike, our newest version with the front suspension, and our legacy version here without the front suspension. Now, we've chose to come out with an upgraded version by adding the front suspension. We also added the integrated front and rear headlights as well, and a large middle display here. In addition to that, just before we get into the suspension, what makes this e-bike stand out is really this low step-through frame. You can see very easy to get on and off. Now, back to the suspension. The front suspension serves several purposes. Now, number one, obviously, it's a suspension. So if it goes over a bump, the suspension will move up and down. Now, you also have to unlock or lock this right here, and then you can see it move up and down. Now, depending on the type of suspension you have and how much give it has, if you're riding on pavement, you may not want suspension, right? What the suspension does, like I said, is as you go over bumps, the fork will move up and down to absorb those bumps and create a shock absorber, essentially. Now, this is gonna make the ride feel more cushy and soft for the rider, so you don't feel those vibrations and bump through your body. It's a great, almost must-have feature to have if you do downhill mountain biking or mountain biking. If you do trail riding and it's quite bumpy, pretty much a must-have feature to have. Now, if you're on trails and it's very smooth and flat, not necessary. Now, the disadvantage to the suspension fork would be it decreases efficiency, right? So if the fork's moving up and down constantly as it's rolling over bumps, it's creating more work for the rider. Now, it's softening the ride and it's making it easier on your body, but it's also creating a little more work in that the wheels are slowing down and making it a little bit harder to pedal, right? So if you have a stiff fork, it's gonna roll smoother and flatter, but you're going to feel those bumps and vibrations throughout your body a little bit more. So it's not something that is 100% necessary if you ride primarily on pavement, but if you want the absolute softest ride, having the front suspension is definitely a great thing. Now, the other thing I want to point out is on our suspension, they have something called a lockout. So if you lock it out, then it performs just like a rigid fork. Now, a rigid fork is just a standard fork without a suspension. So with ones that can lock out, you have the option of having the full suspension or having it lock out. So really you get the best of both worlds. Now, you may pay a little bit more for it, but you have to really prioritize as a rider what's most important for you and your body, and also think about what type of terrain you're gonna be riding on. So all things to consider. And again, for a lot of riders, the suspension fork isn't necessary, but maybe it's just a like, I want to have type of feature. And if an e-bike comes with it, why not? Just go for it, right? So totally up to you. So lastly, I'll just say on this front suspension fork, not a must-have for all situations. Think about what's best for you, your body, and what you believe will suit you, and also which product you like the best. So if you have any other questions on front suspension on an e-bike, please comment below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. In addition to that, We offer a 30-day test ride your e-bike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back. No questions asked, no money out of your pocket. We're also going to warranty everything for 1 year. In 1 year, within 1 year, if anything goes wrong, we'll take care of it, parts and labor. Also, if you want to come out for a first-hand test ride of any of our e-bikes, visit us here in San Clemente, California at 1046 Calle Recodo, Unit K. Test ride any of our e-bikes before you purchase. Also, join our community before you purchase. We have a Facebook group called Sixthreezero Peddlers. There's thousands of members in the group. Join the group to talk to existing riders before you purchase to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and finally download the app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.